I adjusted the hem of my little black dress one final time, stepping into the sapphire grille, the very spot where Alex had dropped to one knee 5 years ago. Ring in hand, promising forever under the soft glow of chandeliers. Tonight was meant to mark our anniversary, a chance to mend the fraying threads of what we'd built. I'd spent the afternoon in front of the mirror, perfecting every curl, every swipe of mascara, clinging to that fragile hope that maybe, just maybe, we could reclaim the spark that had dimmed. The hostess guided me to our favorite corner booth by the floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the bustling Manhattan streets. I settled in, glancing at my phone. Alex was running 20 minutes late, but that had become his new normal, endless client meetings that stretched into odd hours, leaving me alone with my doubts. I ordered a glass of Cabernet, sipping slowly as I watched other couples lean in close, sharing whispers and laughter. That used to be us, tangled in easy affection, lost in each other's eyes. I could still picture our first anniversary here, Alex gazing at me like I was the only woman in the world, murmuring how lucky he felt. Now, his glances felt like afterthoughts, if they came at all. The door swung open, and there he was, Alex striding in. But not alone. Flanking him were his old college buddies, Derek and Jason, both wearing smug grins. And trailing behind, in a slinky red dress that screamed extravagance, was Megan, his assistant from the firm, the one with the perfect waves of auburn hair who'd always been a bit too friendly at office gatherings. My stomach nodded. This was our night. Why the entourage? Alex caught my eye and sauntered over, his smile wide but off, sharp around the edges, lacking the warmth I'd once craved. It sent a chill up my spine. Emily, he announced, voice booming just enough to turn heads at nearby tables. Thrilled you could join our special gathering. Gathering? I blinked, confusion swirling. Alex, what's this about? Why are they here? Derek and Jason dragged extra chairs to our intimate booth, squeezing in uninvited. Megan slid right next to Alex, their thighs brushing. Her lips curved in a knowing smile that didn't reach her eyes. They glittered like sharpened steel. Darling, Alex drawled, fishing a thick envelope from his suit pocket. I've got your anniversary surprise right here. He slid it across the table with theatrical flair. My fingers trembled as I tore it open. Bold letters screamed from the top, petition for divorce. The words blurred, then sharpened, irreconcilable differences. Asset division. Custody of nothing since we'd never had kids. This couldn't be real. A prank? Some twisted test? Alex, I breathed, voice barely above a whisper. What? What is this? It's liberation. Sweetheart, he replied, slinging an arm around Megan's shoulders. For both of us. Derek hoisted his glass. A toast, he bellowed. To Alex's fresh start. To his real partner, Jason chimed in, nodding at Megan, the one who actually gets him. Their glasses clinked, laughter erupting like gunfire. Heads turned, diners whispering, a nearby couple exchanging horrified glances, an older woman at the bar stifling a gasp. Megan leaned in, her perfume cloying. Chin up, Emily. You'll bounce back. Find someone. Adequate. More laughter. Cruel and echoing. I stared at the papers. My name pre-typed. Every clause meticulously cruel. Alex had orchestrated this, our sacred spot. Our milestone night. Turned into a stage for my public gutting. But as the shock settled, something shifted inside me. The tremors in my hands stilled. A quiet resolve wrapped around my heart like armor. I grasped the pen he'd so thoughtfully provided. You want my signature? I asked. Voice soft but steady. Here and now. Make it official, Alex urged, eyes gleaming with victory. I signed deliberately, each stroke a silent vow. folding the documents neatly. I handed them back. "Thank you," I said, rising with deliberate grace. "All of you. You've made this far simpler than I imagined." I met their eyes one by one, Alex's confusion flickering, Derek and Jason's chuckles dying, Megan's smirk cracking. "You have no clue what you've unleashed," I murmured. 6 months earlier, I'd been drifting through my days like a ghost in my own marriage. Alex and I had hit what I told myself was just a slump. Every couple does, right? The kind where mornings start with cold coffee and empty beds because he's already bolted for the office. It was a crisp April morning when the facade cracked wide open. Alex had dashed out, muttering about a pitch to venture capitalists for his tech startup. His phone lay forgotten on the granite counter, vibrating insistently beside his abandoned bagel. I hesitated, should I chase after him? But the screen lit up with notifications. What if it was urgent? The first text hit like ice water. "Missed you already. Stud. Hotel tonight? Hugs and kisses. Then, you're everything. When do we stop sneaking? And, she's holding you back, dump the baggage." My knees buckled. Sender, Megan. His efficient assistant. The one who'd always inquire about my graphic design freelance work with that saccharine politeness. I collapsed into a chair at our breakfast nook, the same spot where we'd once lingered over Sunday papers, dreaming of beach vacations. Now, scrolling back, the betrayal unfolded in pixels, months of declarations, stolen weekends, photos of them in trendy bistros I'd never visited, her draped in designer necklaces that screamed luxury. They mocked me in their chats, Alex calling me predictable, Megan labeling me obstacle. But the gut punch was their joy. The effortless intimacy that mirrored what we'd lost. Alex's car purred into the driveway. I replaced the phone precisely, fleeing upstairs to splash water on my face. He bounded in, grabbing it with a chuckle. "Good thing you didn't peek." Han in the mirror. I watched him beam at the messages, then peck my cheek. Late night ahead, big investor schmooze. Lie. I knew his real itinerary. At my home studio that day, designs blurred on my screen. My mind raced through overlooked red flags, the overtime that left him reeking of unfamiliar cologne. Phone perpetually face down. Sudden gym obsession and wardrobe upgrades. Credit statements I'd dismissed as business expenses, hotels, fine dining, gifts. I'd rationalized it all. Alex was hustling to scale his app development firm. Stressed. Needing space. I'd been the understanding wife. Swallowing questions to avoid rocking the boat. Fool. That evening, as shadows lengthened in our Brooklyn brownstone, I waited in the dim living room. No confrontation, not yet. He'd deny. Deflect. Paint me as paranoid. Divorce would turn ugly, with him likely squirreling away funds already. No. I needed cunning. When he slunk in at 1 a.m., floral scent clinging, I feigned sleep. Morning came, I brewed his coffee, plated eggs, asked about his meeting. He spun tales of a finicky backer at a spot I later verified was shuttered for repairs. I nodded, smiling, but inwardly, gears turned. The following weeks forged me anew. By daylight, I played devoted Emily, packing lunches, inquiring about his day. Nights, with him out, I morphed into sleuth. Starting with our shared laptop, Alex's password laziness, our anniversary date, unlocked emails, banks, secret profiles. The revelations curdled my blood, not just infidelity, but theft. Our nest egg for a family home dwindled, transfers funding lavish escapes with Megan. Worse, credit lines in my name, forged, ballooning with charges I'd never authorized. I'd foot the bill in any split. Printouts piled, statements, chats, reports. I stashed them in a locked drawer at my freelance gigs co-working space. Their emails plotted my ruin. She's blind, signs anything, Alex typed. Post-divorce. Assets shielded. Megan. She earns peanuts designing logos, doesn't deserve squat. Can't wait to erase her. They schemed to brand me unstable. Reckless spender. Alex's mom, Eleanor, was already gossiping at her bridge club about my moods. Late nights weren't just trysts, lawyer huddles. PI digs for dirt on me. But Alex overlooked my steal. I skipped lunch for library dives into divorce statutes. Fraud protections. Notes in shorthand. Lest he snoop. That night, I served his beloved steak au poivre. He raved. Oblivious. Tough clients today, he lied. I probed weekend plans. He claimed deadlines. Emails revealed, cabin getaway with her. Sure. Work first, I cooed. Later. As he murmured sweetly on a call to her. No doubt. I pocketed a card from my research, Laura Thompson. SQ. Divorce shark specializing in betrayal cases. Laura's office was a sanctuary, modern, with skyline views and motivational art. Mid-50s. Sharp bob. Eyes that missed nothing. Emily. Your referral from that mutual friend speaks volumes. Let's dismantle this. I unloaded my dossier. She pored over it. Nodding. Impeccable. Most come empty-handed. Your design eye for detail shines. Graphic designer perks. I quipped. Never expected to apply it to my spouse. Laura outlined. Affair-funded drains as marital waste, forged cards as fraud, emails as conspiracy proof. We counterattack. But caution, he'll lash out when cornered. We froze accounts. Shielded my credit. Unearthed his firm skeletons, shady code and apps. Data privacy breaches. Investor scams. Derek and Jason? Complicit partners. Home life soured. Alex paraded Megan at galas, dubbing her key support while I soloed Netflix. Eleanor phoned Venom. Some women aren't wife material. Focus on your doodles. Let him upgrade. I recorded. Endured. Alex vanished nights, demanding services like a hotel guest. At a firm mixer, I watched them tango while pitying stares burned. But I wasn't broken, I was arming. A Monday call from Alex. Bubbly, anniversary brainstorm, Sapphire Grill? Where it began. Suspicion spiked. Laura confirmed, public service ploy for Max Hurt. I tailed them to a cafe. Witnessing his glee. Her delight. Flowers followed, drugstore wilts. Unforgettable night, he teased. Unbeknownst. I'd filed first. Held service. Bank shifts. Boss chat for leave. Recorder ready. The restaurant hush thickened. Alex's smirk fossilized. Derek and Jason's glasses dangled. Megan's poise splintered. I placed my phone center table. Red dot pulsing. Lovely show, captured it all. Alex paled. Emily. You hush. Manila envelope out, my petition. Attachments galore, thefts. Forgeries. Plots. Megan whispered denial. I flashed chats. Derek distanced. I nailed their fraud ring. Authorities incoming, EPA. IRS. SEC. I rose. Underestimated the predictable one? Research is my forte. Megan sobbed. Alex snarled threats. Won't matter, live streaming to your network. Views surged. Empire crumbling. I exited. Head high. 6 months on. In my sunlit Soho loft. Headlines glowed. Tech mogul jailed in fraud bust. Alex, 4 years. Derek, 3. Jason, probation snitch. Firm ashes. Viral stream. Millions watched his fall. Memes crowing, wife's checkmate. Megan fled to Midwest retail. Divorce. I claimed house. Savings. Peace. Laura became confidant, dinners hinting more. Career soared, partner at a top agency. Serenity bloomed, brunches with reclaimed friends. Solo travels. Publisher query, book on empowerment? Yes. Alex birthed my phoenix. His price? Everything. Mine? Freedom's sweet sting.